What's up, guys? I've got my Anthem shirt. Actually, it's not mine. It's actually Nick's because I needed an Anthem shirt because we gotta do it for the views. I actually have an Anthem shirt. It's my Anthem shirt. It's different. It's got the three triangles right here and I really like it. But I left it at home because I'm so smart. Nick found out that I'm wearing his shirt. Oh my god, guys. So my thoughts about Anthem, now that we know, as much as we know, as much as we saw, all that stuff, it does look a lot like Mass Effect Andromeda. Not just the graphics, but also the way it looks, the setting. Just oh, I have a bad shoulder and oh, I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, Anthem looks really pretty. Environments look great. The only thing that puts me off a little bit is obviously, I think the thing that a lot of you are thinking of. I mean, if this game was full-on single-player campaign, maybe with a little bit of a multiplayer, I think everybody would be all over it. Bioware fans would be freaking amazed and they'd just be like, alright! It's not. It's multiplayer first and then there are elements of single player. So it's kind of like enough of what was said has intrigued me. Just Fort Tarsis being the area where you can have your own time and it not being a social hub. I was worried that it would... Kirby just died. The idea of it evolving and it being a live service and then presenting new content is really intriguing because it's kind of like BioWare is entering the episodic realm. I mean, BioWare games from the very get-go, like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, they had multiplayer. A lot of people are like,
why is BioWare going into multiplayer all of a sudden?
This is a different type of multiplayer. Obviously, EA is thinking about this in a business standpoint, which the industry does because it's a business. We, as much as we want, I've said this before, but as much as we want developers and publishers to see us as gamers, we are consumers as well. We are their money. It's nice to see when developers respect us as gamers. And you know, that's when it's like, okay, yeah, I understand. I will gladly support you if, you know, you treat me like a person and not like a money, you know, a dollar sign. They'd be smart to bring in what they offer to the gaming industry. Why people love them, why they have such a following, why the fans love BioWare games is their stories, their character developments, their relationships. If they bring that to the multiplayer realm, if they could just be like, okay, yeah, we are doing a multiplayer, but this is our version. This is BioWare. You know, BioWare's version of what a multiplayer can be. Sacrificing banter, which is a huge deal for me, and I know it's a huge deal for people, for a lot of you, because banter is gold. That's where BioWare's gold is. John Warner was saying that, you know, they wanted to really delve into, you know, people love party members, the party members in BioWare games, and they're like, oh, now we just, you know, we're giving them the control of the party members to you guys. And it's like, that's not the point. These characters are so beautifully written so many times, and the banters that you have with them is just, they're gorgeous, they're hilarious, they're meaningful, they're deep. It's just, you grow to absolutely love these characters. Now put them in the hands of people and they're not characters anymore. They're just other people's player characters, other people's main characters. The point is, we want a script. We want those characters to be written. We want those, as much as Solus ripped our hearts. We want Solus. We want Dorian. We want Varric, because they just become classic characters in BioWare games that we absolutely adore. So this is a game that doesn't have that. It has a few characters. The ones that we know so far, the three, Halleck, Faye and Owen. Okay, yeah, that, you know, again, that's BioWare incorporating, saying this is still BioWare. Here are 3 characters that we wrote. And if later on down the line they incorporate more characters, then awesome. Maybe another content update will be romances. Now that you know these characters for a good time, now that you've learned about them, now you could romance them. And you'll experience that in Fort Tarsis because that is your personal story. That is your narrative area. And then part of the other content will be the missions on the field with the multiplayer. I don't know if that's too much to ask for, but that is a BioWare multiplayer game. If BioWare really is just turning into another company that just brings out raids, just that's the content that we're gonna be seeing later, raids and loot, and like, look at the ultimate loot, and look at gold, and look at platinum, and it's like, is that really all I have to look forward to? Nobody even knows what's gonna happen to Dragon Age. Nobody could assure us that Dragon Age is gonna come, because if Anthem does well, and either way, if it does well or if it doesn't do well, I hope it does well for the sake of BioWare, but if it does well, will BioWare just be focused on Anthem content? How are they going to focus on anything else? Because this is going to be a long-term game. Of course I wish them the best, but I'm just hoping that they don't forget what makes them succeed. You know, people don't follow BioWare for this type of stuff. People follow BioWare because of that special understanding that they have with story. So many other companies don't have that. Some come close, but none of them do it like that. You're starting to see Assassin's Creed very BioWare-esque. BioWare fans are like, oh, that's what I wanted. You know, because it's like, oh no, BioWare's kind of losing that. Well, where could we find it? Oh, Assassin's Creed's doing it now. You know, BioWare needs to keep that. They need to keep that if they want to succeed. They cannot forget about that. They can't leave it. You know, I was saying this in my stream the other day that when games get announced on E3 or anything, any kind of world premiere, people wait for the company. They wait to see the company because it gives us reassurance. When we saw the trailer for the game Control, it was like, the hell is this? And then it says Remedy, and it's like, oh my god, yes. Remedy brought us Quantum Break. They brought us freaking Alan Wake. You're like, I got it. I know where I am. You know, you are no longer lost. You're no longer floating in the deep end without your floaties. That's what I was saying in my stream. When you see the company, you get a reassurance. You kind of get an idea of where you are. If that company loses that, it's like, what's going on? Companies should always evolve. They should absolutely evolve. They shouldn't stay stuck in the dark ages. They should evolve with the time, with the technology, but they should keep what makes them special. They should keep what people look to them for. That's the beauty of the gaming industry, is that nothing really gets old. There's always a space for it. Gamers will accept anything, even if it's old. They will accept it if it ties to the way that we play games now. Content and gameplay and all that kind of stuff is what gamers look for. Okay, yeah, they want to get new people to play their games. They want to attract a new crowd, but also be there for their fans, because they've got a huge amount of fans, and if they lose those people, good luck getting them back. They need to really think about what's made people follow them, as well as getting new people to play their games, because that's just obvious. It's logical that companies would want that. But if they could offer something that other multiplayers don't, or MMOs or always online games don't, like story and, you know, shooter aspects, teamwork, all that stuff that a lot of people like, you will get the best of both worlds. People are going to be intrigued, and especially if there's a story to it. If you give somebody a reason to play their game where it's like, okay, I'm not just going out there and killing monsters as much as some people like that. The majority of people enjoy a story. The majority of people enjoy character development. They enjoy why. Like, why is this happening? You know, why am I killing this thing? Who is this thing? Where am I? It could be very much like Star Wars The Old Republic. Their episodic stuff that they started to put out, it was good. But again, will that take away from future games that Bioware might put out? I don't know. It's a bit too late now to say they shouldn't have done it. They should have done this. They should have made it a single player. They should have done that. They can't do that anymore. It's too late. So hopefully for the future content of Anthem, I hope they really know how they're gonna do it. I hope they really stick to what they do best, and I'm sure they have a plan. I'm intrigued. I am trying to stay positive. It looks pretty. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people are being really negative about it, but let's try to be civil. Let's try to be, I know you guys are, because a lot of times I expect a lot of nastiness in the comments, but you guys are very respectful, and you guys share your opinion in a way that it's like, you know what, I understand that people feel this way, but I feel this way. So I think that's a very healthy way of expressing ourselves and not just making noise, because when you make noise, nobody listens. It's like, don't even waste your words. Don't even waste your time. But again, it is a live service. New things could be added, but also maybe tweaked if they see that something's not working. BioWare is very open to feedback. Again, not noise and stupidity and negativity for the sake of negativity. But feedback, they will always listen to it. And if they feel that it could have a good impact on the game, if some kind of tweak or some kind of change or whatever people are asking for, maybe they think, they're like, oh, you know what, that's not a bad idea, we will incorporate that as time goes by. So I mean, Anthem could evolve into something interesting. It could evolve into something more than it is now. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, not just this video, but the previous videos as well, if you've watched them all. And I will talk to you guys later.